Second live button. Going live. 3, 2, 1. All right. We are live. This is Million on Mars, MarsCast number 15. And
15.
man, this is a special one because not only is it the 15th episode of this, it is the last Founders drop. How cool is that, gentlemen?
It's awesome.
Pretty
I
exciting.
can't believe we're a year. Yeah.
Who's the founder here? Raise your hand. Dang, everybody. All right.
Well,
You still haven't gotten one yet?
I didn't. I
You want the price to go up to like $1,000. That's what it is.
right. Yeah. I'm waiting until it's too late. But no, excellent. So we recently got some news that you're going to be getting a certain drop. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big life science fan,
Uh-huh.
but do you know what? It's a really interesting game mechanic. Really interesting. And I'm still trying to get my head around it. It is really, really new. I do like the fact of raising a chicken, breeding it, and turning it into something which can breed yet more chickens. So I quite like that concept, but I really
Yeah.
do need to know more about it. I need to read some more about this thing.
Oh, 100%. Maybe one of you guys can pull it up. I know I would have a hard time pulling up that myself during the stream, but I'm excited for it myself. Just
Yeah, it's
even
interesting to see where things are
Mhm.
going. So much stuff going on, and like
Uh-oh. Frozen.
so many different together.
Oh, you're good.
Really cool. You got me?
Yep.
I was saying it's cool. It's like everything's clicking together right now. It's really awesome to see.
100%. I know we've talked about animals on Mars for a while now, and to actually see it starting to come to fruition, I think that's one big step. That's a step towards obviously the animal stuff, and I think another step towards cooking too. So,
Yep.
which also sounds like it's very close. So, Felix isn't too excited. I don't know. He's not the big life science
Yeah.
guy, but I am. Like, I am 100% gonna have a ton of chickens, as many hen houses as I can, and yeah, I will be doing the chicken, the seed sowing, and all that good stuff right there. While Felix is off flying around on asteroids, I'll be making sure we're all fed. You know, no big
Yeah, it's
deal.
like coming
Yeah.
to that point. It's coming to that point where you're like really getting forced to decide what you want to do here.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and I think that is one of the things which I've got with the chicken is that do I really want to spend? I mean, I do because it's a cool mechanic, and yes, it's life science and it's not my big thing, but it's a cool mechanic, so I will play with it, just have a look at it. But yeah, it is limited at how much energy I'm going to expend into it, not being a life science person. So yeah, looking forward to it actually. Looking forward to how much I can sell it for.
Sell it to me. Sell it to me.
I
Yeah,
might.
yeah. One cool thing, the team did say that they'll let us give away one of those eggs later. So I think that's pretty
Yeah.
exciting. I mean, there's only so many of them to go around right now, and to have one of those early, I think is pretty dang cool. So
Yeah, so certainly, guys, if you can post in the Discord, let everyone know that we will be doing that. Yeah, it'd be really
Mhm.
good to do, so they can get to see what we talk about here on MarsCast.
Oh, absolutely. Now we had a whole bunch of patch notes the other day. What out of
Well,
that
hang on,
whole list? What's
hang
up?
on.
What? Go ahead.
On this chicken thing.
Okay, yeah,
So I have had a quick scan of it,
you did.
and you can
Okay.
breed them, so you get
Mhm.
more chickens. You can kill them, so you get chicken meat.
Okay, don't kill them.
Well, it seems to be. You might want to, by all accounts. It
Oh
depends
yeah,
what
for
you
what you
do with
do.
chicken meat. I mean, yeah.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
and you can retire it and print the NFT. So if you come across Lucky the chicken and you want to immortalize Lucky the chicken, you can do that as well.
You can immortalize
So
it.
you can, well, you just print the NFT and keep it in your wallet forever.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, so when we talk about it being a unique mechanic and something different, it really is something
Hmm.
different. Apparently, you've got a 55% chance of female, 45% chance of male.
Yeah,
But I'm
depending on the
assuming,
breed.
oh, does it vary on the breed? Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's lots of different egg colours. Now, I and I don't know if anybody read it more than me. Um, do the colours have a different rarity? Like, are they different? Like the blue one, a mythic one. I don't know if there is a blue one.
I
Um,
don't know. I see green. There's a couple different colors of like bronze slash maybe orange. Kind of a gray looking one, a white looking one. Let's
but
see
none
here.
of it truly fits the traditional rarity type approach, does it? So I'm kind of
hmm
assuming that they're all equal weight and they're just different breeds of chicken.
Yeah, we don't know
Yeah,
that
maybe
yet,
they're
I
doing like
think.
a sunflower land thing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What was that, Moorcox?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know that either, but I don't think this has been shared yet. And I don't.
I saw
I
something
don't
in the
know.
notes, but about
Oh,
breeds of
Uh-huh.
chickens. But that kind of implies that we could have Frankenstein chickens if we start crossbreeding them,
Oh,
which would be
maybe.
awesome.
Unless it's like
well,
you have your meat chickens, your egg laying chickens. Because there's tons of
And
breeds of chickens in real life.
yeah, that's true. And
Some
Martian chickens.
yeah, and when you get out of the store, like all eggs aren't white from actual chickens. Like they're like different colors. They look like green with polka dots, brown with spots.
Uh,
It's pretty crazy if you actually see some farm chickens and what color eggs they have,
Oh yeah,
and I don't know if that's what they're
sometimes
going
purple.
for, but yeah, yeah, it's wild. Um, it looks
so
super interesting. There's a lot to
it
it.
does look really interesting, but it also seems to look like a lot of time as well. So the
Maybe,
various
yeah.
days between each stage are long periods of time. So you're kind of talking 20 days for some, 70 days for others. So there's a lot of time involved in this.
hmm
It's not going to be a quick run. It's not going to be a chicken run. Sorry.
It says,
Dear.
Couldn't resist.
fertilized hens will lay fertilized eggs for 5 days and then transition into I might say this wrong, brooding period for roughly 70 days. So like you're gonna have like a window, it seems like for breeding. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty neat. There's a lot of notes here. But
There is a
Yeah, there's
lot,
a
and
lot
there's
going
a
on.
lot to
we'll
digest.
dive deeper as we kind of grasp it a little further. Like it's literally just kind of come out and we're still haven't digested it fully. But man, that's really cool. That's really cool. I think what do we have next on the dock there, Felix?
Um, so it was one for me, really. I wanted to
hmm
talk about the settlement roles
Okay.
because being a settlement runner,
Yep.
it's good to see for me that they are still developing the settlement roles. That there is a big temptation to get the roles out there and say, "Yeah, tick, done, move on."
hmm
But of course, I mean, I've raised one issue which I want in the feedback piece to say, look, I want this function available in the settlement roles, and to see that they are doing off their own bat some changes. So the recent changes have allowed buildings to be placed, and now today buildings to be demolished, and then using buildings from the settlers inventory as opposed to the settlements inventory. So we're starting to see a lot of collaboration come into it.
Yeah.
And I like the way that they've done the break of the various roles to those functions. So, for example, um, you can put a building down as is it the manager? No, director. You can put one down as a director, but
hmm
I'm trying to forget now. So the one under the owner um, allows you to destroy buildings, and the one under that allows you to place buildings. So you can have a bit where you can actually have a layer where people are placing and donating buildings, but don't have the ability to destroy them. Now that I think is really good. That
hmm
shows that actually, do you know what? We can impart some empowerment to the rest of the settlement without actually causing any damage to it going forward. The one which I wanted was the ability just to claim tasks of the settlement. So if I, as the settlement owner, charge Power Cell 3, for example, and they're all done, I'd quite like somebody else to be able to collect them for me, but then to go to the inbox of the settlement. So
Makes sense.
a bit like the yellow dot that we have at the moment, you can claim somebody else's and it will
hmm
go to their inbox. I just want that for settlement. Um,
That'd be cool.
so yeah, um, but it's great that they're
Mhm.
still developing. Yeah, what do you
Absolutely.
guys think?
Yeah, I would like it if we have these permissions and we can assign them to certain roles so that we can make our own roles.
Mm.
But I guess this may come someday. And this is just the first iteration or the second iteration.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool that they add more permissions and more collaboration because that's what these skills are for, right? To
So
collaborate on more.
yeah, that was what I discussed with Eric right at the outset, to have almost like a checkbox and a matrix where you could specify the role and the function. I think we will get there. Just that's a lot more effort, a lot more coding.
Right.
Yeah, I like the roles. I think it's a good addition, and it's good to see things moving in all directions on everything. And I I've got my settlement going. It's got about like 10 members in it right now, so I'm just going slow with that. And
Nice.
I really
Go on,
like
give
I like the
shout out to your
Mm-hmm.
settlement. Give us a shout.
yeah, shout out. You know, it's just cool to see things
Mm-hmm.
moving in the background, and I really love the idea of the settlement. So it's awesome to see a little update, a little movement there, and that's really cool to see. I like it.
So, whilst we're on the settlements, can I
Mm-hmm.
pitch, because I've been bleating on
Oh, go
about it,
ahead.
and
Yeah,
I'd like some of those.
this is Mars Tank. We're gonna judge you. Let's see it. Let's hear it.
um, Group content. What do you
Uh-huh.
guys think of it? What do you think will happen?
Ooh.
I mean, we've seen very little about it. It's been voiced that it's coming,
Mm-hmm.
but what do you think we'll get?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. I guess be a little more specific
So,
on this part. I guess I'm missing a
mm,
little bit here.
okay, so I will try and be specific because I'm operating in a bit of a vacuum.
Right.
Um, as I understand it, with asteroids and aerospace and all of that sort of good stuff, the concept of a collaborative group mission, I'll be vague around the terms, I'm not entirely sure, has been muted, that actually it's something that we will do. So I believe it's coming. I think I've read somewhere that Eric talked about it. I mean, I know I'm going away from life science because I like aerospace, but um, th- have you guys seen something similar, or is it just me just misconstruing stuff?
I think that
Um,
there's maybe been some team thing or some mission thing that was mentioned. I think that's actually awesome. It's all about the community. If we can get some group missions. I mean, we have that kind of going already, so that's kind of moving forward. So I think more community things, more things that get people working together and on the same thing. That would be really cool.
yeah, I think this is kind of Eric's thing. He always talks about his MMO experience and how great it was playing World of Warcraft and other stuff. And I think there's a new button on the left, the aerospace button.
Yes, there
Mm-hmm.
is.
If you open that, then there's a bit more information. Not much, but a bit more. And the group missions is one of the bullet points there. So
It
certainly
is
it's
there.
Awesome.
coming.
Yeah, I thought I seen it somewhere.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I would like to see more of it, and then like I don't know, I'd like to see some people come up with some ideas too, because it's like we're putting that whole thing on the team. Like I wish I could come up with like a good example. Like this is kind of like how maybe it could go, But right now I'm like just drawing blanks. I think I like the idea of maybe being able to chip in. Like so, say Felix, you're the aerospace guy, right? I'm the life science guy. Maybe there's something that you have to do for the certain mission that I can't do, and then maybe there's something that I need to do my part. And then if there's like a limited window where we have to get this crap done, I think that would be kind of cool. But that
So
is a lot of pressure too. So maybe not all the time have that,
yeah,
but sometimes it would be cool. Like if it was a critical mission, and I got to rely on you, you got to rely on me. I mean, that's what if we're going for like MMO or guilds kind of a feel. That's kind of what guilds have to do. I remember, having to do a lot of mining for the guild, and the guild was doing other stuff that we needed to have done for potions and different things. So like yeah, just having something where we can chip in, help out, maybe some time crunch things too. I don't know.
so I'm kind of feeling like there's the bridge of the Star Trek, where you've got the science officer, you've got the security officer,
Hmm.
you've got the captain, and yeah, I can see all this happening. You can see science officer
Absolutely.
being the mining guy. You can be the life science guy, or yeah, the entrepreneur being security. I don't know. Mix it up how
Oh
you
man,
want,
so
but
many, so many different levels to this game. It's like, where is this really gonna go? So
yeah,
much stuff going on. I love it. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
yeah, super pumped.
Well, think
And
about
it's
it.
all going to happen.
Mhm.
I think we'll see a lot before Christmas as well. So yeah, super pumped for a real
100%.
busy time.
Yeah.
Strong close to the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just look at the 2 things that are coming soon. Obviously the chickens thing, the cooking stuff, animals, aerospace. I mean, that's like 7, 8 buildings. I mean, it's like 2 huge updates that are like 2 different wings of the game are being like transplanted in, and I don't know, I think it's excellent, you know? And yeah,
But it,
I don't know, it's amazing.
it, I like. So I can see some bits which they've done as well as being super cool and sneaky.
Mhm.
So you look at what they've done in the training hall. So now if you do the drop down on the training hall to look at time related tasks, grilled cheese flagged this up today. That actually you can see uh, the additional Martisan only training, and they're labeled as Martisan only, but they're not just for aerospace and cooking, they're for entrepreneurship and entertaining as well. So
Mm.
there are steps being taken which help put the foundation in for the other two as well for later on next year. So they are taking a holistic approach to this as opposed to let's just do cooking in its own entity and that's going to be developed in its own isolation away from uh, aerospace and cooking doing separate.
Yeah.
Some of those shared mechanisms are being worked on jointly and across all four. So I think that's great because we'll see the others quicker.
That sounds fantastic. I'm pumped. I am so
Oh, super
excited.
pumped. Super pumped.
All right, what do you
I've
have
got holidays, I've got
Yeah.
Christmas, and I've
Oops, let me
got
get the
this.
notepad off the screen.
Super pumped.
What do you what do you have next on the docket? I feel weird not having it.
Performance.
Performance. Performance?
Because
Man.
I
Go
Big
ahead.
one.
am
Go ahead.
rocking on this. So I earlier this week, I was on the train into work and I'm like,
Mhm.
sod this. I can't do it. It's lagging up, it's too slow. And the guys have said, what are you doing with this notepad? The guys have said they're working on it. I'll just leave it. And
Yeah.
then I did it after the first performance tweak and it flew. Absolutely flew. And
Yeah.
still flying now.
Yeah. It's like you click and it's done. It's like, whoa, wait, what? Like
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind
before
of
not used to it.
you'd have a second to kind of think of what you were gonna do. Now it's like, okay, now I gotta execute. So it's like it's ready, you
It's
know?
gonna be your plots, you know, if you I think you guys have a ton of plots and lands, I think that's huge to it as well. Because like,
Mhm.
that's one thing I was talking about in the founders chat with somebody, and, like, mine isn't huge by any means, so it's like, yeah, if you've got some crazy lands going on, that's gonna take a long time to load, so I think that's definitely part of what's been going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
kind of funny when it was laggy before and you had this muscle memory kind of thing where you had to wait for 5 seconds and could do something else on the side, but now it's just you click it and it's done and what?
Mhm.
Okay, next thing, next thing, next thing. So much faster.
So much.
Yeah.
And what I've found is I'm making less mistakes because what I used to do is I'd click on something, it not do it, I click again somewhere else, and I end up assigning a Martisan to building like a mushroom. And I'm like, I didn't want to do that. And yeah, I don't do that now because it's all happening as I want it.
It's awesome.
And Lamp suggested that there might be more performance improvements coming as well.
All right, we'll
And if
take them.
that's true, oh, it'll be
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Well, just
There-
think
Even
about
the
there are
redesign.
it's needed though. Like think about like a first time user. They come in and it's like you know, they're not quite set, and if it's like, you know what, it's taking too long, you know, it gets frustrating. So this is
yeah,
just massive, especially, you know, as we try to grow and things like that. And it just helps to be able to click around so much faster now.
really does, really
Yeah.
does. And yeah, people when things fly,
Mhm.
they get sucked into it. They want to do more, and yeah, they will go back to it to quickly do something. And that piece of I'm just going to quickly set my mining off or charge a
Mhm.
power cell allows people to be continually engaged. Where it's tedious and it's lagging and they can't just go in and do a power cell, for example, people quit.
Yeah, it's also great if you're on your way and at a bus station or something, you can just pull out your phone and do tasks real quick, which wasn't possible before because it just lagged so hard that if
Yeah,
you had to go to the
Mhm.
marketplace and then back to your blood and it was terrible on
forget
phone,
it.
but now it's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah, agree entirely.
All right, I'm gonna branch off into the next topic here. So
Oh, you got them now.
yeah, I'm not waiting
You're
on
getting
you.
fired up
It
with
was getting
this.
too awkward with waiting for you to bridge it in. Okay, so good news.
Oh
No,
man,
you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
fired
Good.
already. I made 15 weeks and then got the sack.
Yeah. All right. Good news, everyone. They're launching the Million on Mars Ambassador Program. So if you are a content creator, content comes in many forms. Probably writing, video, and things like of the sort. So if you're
Not
really good at that,
podcast.
podcast count.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
but don't do one of those because we want that.
Right, right. But yeah, so they're basically having a content ambassador program where you can earn rewards for content, and I guess I can put a link to that.
So it was done by
Or
Jumpgate in the social chat.
yep,
There's a link there to the program. You just need to go
mhm,
and register.
yep.
You've got 3 of them here. So more cooks. I don't think you've got a content creator piece, have you?
We
But no,
staff.
Mikey has. Mikey's got his channel and he's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you've got
Yes.
yours, Santi, and I've got mine. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, go and join it. If you need any help and you want any sort of support, please just reach out to any one of us. We will all be happy to help. And certainly the Discord is a good place as well.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's just a form. You can read about the program, what kind of rewards there are, if you get in it, and yeah, I think it's a great thing. Just getting the word out there, talking about the game. Yeah, I think that's excellent.
I
Definitely.
think
It's gonna be
so.
cool.
And certainly, oh, main contact for the contact is grilled cheese. So certainly have a chat to grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Jumpgate's done a few bits as well. So certainly hit the pair of them up and they'll be able to help out if you need extra support as well from the company.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think this should help a lot. I do have one friend who does make videos, who is in this game, and he's never made a video about this game. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Really?
Like, why not? What's your problem? And his
What's he
problem
waiting
was
for?
that there was no like incentive. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean,
Like it I
God forbid
understand, but it
people
feels
actually
bad
like
at the
the
same
game.
time. Because it's like if you like something, talk about it, you know?
exactly.
And the reward, I mean, it's here now. So
It is,
he
and
could
it's
have
good.
already had that foundation poured, but maybe he'll jump into it. I'll talk to him.
And I
But
also think that there's a good part of being early into this as well, because
mhm.
yeah, the foundation, the ambassador program, there's a few of us doing it. Hopefully, it will grow to more. But being in early and setting your stall out and making your niche
Mhm.
for that specific type of content, there's loads you can do. I mean, we've started the podcast. I think people enjoy it. And if there's one viewer, we'll keep going. If there's no viewers, and we're just talking to ourselves, we'll probably do that too. But um,
Absolutely.
but yeah, there's
Yeah,
plenty to
we're all
talk about.
listening.
Yeah, plenty to talk about. So
Facts.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Sorry, I just seen the leak page light up.
Oh,
really?
Oh,
No, but yeah, it was probably something I didn't click on. It was the egg thing. So
Oh,
we're good there,
got
but
us excited.
oh, absolutely. You know how these leaks just keep coming. So, what do you have next in the doc, Felix? Almost called you
Oh, you're
Feek.
going to bounce it? I'm going to throw you off now. I'm going to talk about the bazaar.
Go ahead.
Just to give you a little bit of OCD paranoia.
Absolutely.
It's not the next thing on the list. I'm jumping around. So,
You are.
but the bazaar now. Mitch did a announcement earlier and changed the amount of shards for each of the bazaar tokens, and it was
Mhm.
it's a big change and subtly a big change because that has a knock-on impact to actually quite a few different buildings. So you look at habitats, you look at the bazaar roles themselves. Yes, there's no house credits at the moment, but I think, and somebody might be able to correct me here, I think that he was saying that the roles which you've been doing will count towards house credits,
Hmm.
that they've not been lost. So some people may end up with a lot of house credit roles, and when we see what he's going to do for that, yeah, they could be pleasantly surprised or in tears, one of the two. Um, But yeah, I think it was a needed change. The
Mhm.
bazaar needed the fix on the buildings, but um,
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about it? Because I know you're a bizarre person yourself. You have a bizarre building,
thanks,
and
thanks.
you're a bizarre guy.
it's not.
no, but seriously, like I don't have a bizarre
I've been
building.
fired and insulted in
I
one podcast.
I had to do it. You know what I just don't have one of those buildings, so I never really figured it out or dove deep into it. So what do you think about well, the bazaar stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Because yeah,
You guys have bazaars too?
I haven't done much earlier on when I was playing, like when I first started playing. That's when I tested it out, but haven't done anything with it. I think I got rid of it, but I got one back, but I still haven't even done anything with it. So
Okay.
I have one,
Oh,
and
definitely look into it.
I'm interested in what's coming with it because I think Mitch said something that the shards, the coins, they will either be gone or reduced in the habitat task and the other task where
hmm
where they are used. And I'm interested in what's coming for the house rows because at the moment the row's gone up, so you get more. The coins cost more, but you also get more shots back if you hit a middle roll or high roll. Um, but I'm interested what's coming for the if you do the 100 rolls, so you have 100 house credits, which was the buildings before. But I'm interested what's coming there.
yeah. You see,
Nice.
historically, those buildings were super powerful. I mean, most of
hmm
my settlement is fitted out with legendary buildings because of those house rolls. And
hmm
certainly, when you look at some of the original guys from back last year, when the Bazaar came out, then a lot of them have mythic buildings for the exact same reason. The mythic were dropped out, and then the legendary dropped out, and quite understandably. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how good it or bad it is. Kind of, part of me kind of hopes that it's not that good. I don't know if
hmm
that's weird to say because I don't want a game-breaking piece where you can just spin a load of shards.
Sure.
Now, if you coupled it with, do you know what, it's marginally or at least break even, so it's just more of a exchange mechanism between shards, I'd be kind of okay with that because we're going to get the shard printer at some time, which means that shards probably will go up in value. But it depends upon that because that's supposed to be signet linked as well. So
Okay.
there's going to be quite a drain on signets.
You said a
But
shard printer?
so it's a shard kit to go on the 3D print shop.
Oh,
And
okay.
what it's supposed to do is enable you to print a specific rarity of shard. So
Yeah.
rather than the rarity be tied to the building rarity anyway,
hmm
you could have a common 3D print shop printing mythic shards, for example.
Okay. That'd be cool.
Um, yeah, it'd be really
Nice.
good. And ideally, take it away from the rovers. So it's actually its own thing and you don't get flooded with a load of rover stuff, which will mean a rover rework. So it's not coming anytime soon,
hmm
but it's on the near term radar. So
Good deal. Good deal.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
this. There's so much to my. I want to say it's my favorite piece. It's my favorite curious piece. The uranium mine. Um, it just sounds really cool. Okay, the part that I'm excited about the most is not the mine itself. It's the little part at the very bottom that says, "This is." I mean, I'm kind of quote it wrong. Something about first dungeon. Like this
Yes.
is like in MMO terms. This is like our first dungeon. I don't
So
know
we're going
what
to end
that
up
means for mom
yeah,
or for Mars
we're going
or
to end
whatever.
up walking a fine line here because there was some information dropped into founders chat, and they are working on it. So a lot
hmm
of the information which was in founders is kind of like alpha to sort of link it to game design. It's early stage, early concept, being amalgamated
hmm
because they ask for a lot of feedback as to what the uranium mine should or shouldn't be. So we have to walk a bit of a fine line here because we're helping with the development of it. But it's looking super exciting. It's PvP. It's contested.
It's
It
contested.
need. It's contested.
Okay.
That's why it's a dungeon. So yeah, um, and it needs skills. So those
hmm
guys who, I think I won't get shot for this. Those guys who invested in scavenging will be happy.
Really?
Um, yeah,
Okay.
but it's not purely for scavenging, and that's
Gotcha.
what I really like about what they've done. And as I said,
Nice.
this is alpha stage, so there is something for everyone, whether you've got skills or not.
Okay. I like that.
But certainly, if you've got scavenging, you'll be happy.
Okay. What do you guys
But yeah,
think on it?
Oh, well, I don't know how much we can share or how much we can talk about, but
I can help you with
I'm really
that. You
excited.
could share as much as you want.
Uh,
Share
yeah.
as much as you want.
um, I'm really excited because there's a new system in there that hasn't been explored yet, and
Mhm.
if this is really coming, that's super cool because it's more engaging for a lot of players, not only the guys with huge settlements or big uh, big players. It's for all
Mhm.
players, and I'm really excited for that.
That's cool.
Yeah, player versus player, stuff like that. More engaging stuff. Definitely going to be something that's a game changer. With everything coming into place, it's like 2 months ago we were talking about all this stuff now, like the seed sowing and all these different things that we're talking about now. So it's like you've got things
Yeah.
just stacking up and clicking in. So it's pretty awesome. And I think once you have that player versus player thing or something where people can really engage, that's going
Mhm.
to bring a lot of interest to the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and I think when I couple it with what we've just seen with chickens, and I'm not talking about uranium chickens,
Mhm.
um, you've seen a different approach to how we do livestock. You're seeing a different approach to how we're looking at buildings. So the uranium mine isn't a building you install, it's a shared building.
It's a
So
place.
you're not going. It's a place. It's a landmark. It's a thing. Now
Oh,
potentially, and I don't know how this is
I
actually going to
like
work, and this
that.
hasn't been shared at all. You may have to travel there to do it. Now
Mhm.
that would make sense because you'd link into aerospace.
Yeah, I might have to call
So
you for a ride.
well, yeah, there may be a taxi. You can see that Santi's taxi uranium service.
No, you're
It's
gonna have to bring
coming.
me. I'm life science.
Oh
I'm
damn it! You'll have to feed me in
I'm
coffee.
walking around
Uber.
barefoot. I need you to come pick me up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a big surprise to me if it was the first landmark which you need to use a hopper for
Okay.
to get to be able to execute these tasks.
Wow. That's
So
that's big. I know they've talked about a
I,
city before. What's that? The main city? That's
Waterloo City.
there you go.
What to do.
I know that they said that's gonna be a place eventually too. Or I think maybe you mentioned, I forget where I heard it, but yeah.
Now you see on that one, linking it back to what we were saying about group events,
Mhm.
and I'm fairly sure I heard this. I have to be so careful about what I'm making up in my own head as to what I want and what's actually been said. I'm fairly sure they said that we will build Waterloo City.
Okay.
So it's going to be group contributions to creating these, because they've mentioned not only Waterloo City, but I think it was called Gateway, which was like a lunar, so like a orbital space station.
Mhm.
There's also a couple of other sort of areas which will be developed, and they'll all have different services available. So you'll end up having to go to Gateway if you want to do like high value stuff,
Mhm.
or Waterloo City may have the basic stuff, and you'll need to travel to each of these. But to create them in the first place is probably going to be group content for us all to contribute to build the city, and then there'll be rewards for biggest contributors, I imagine, or specialisms, and you can see it linked into achievements.
Mhm.
Achievements aren't even on our list, and that's coming soon.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
another
I mean,
thing. That patch note he left before Thanksgiving was pretty big.
oh yeah, shout out to all you Americans. We don't do
Happy Turkey
Thank
Thanksgiving.
you.
Day.
Hey, hey,
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
you don't
Thanksgiving.
you don't need a reason to be thankful. Just be
Oh, I
thankful.
don't know.
You know.
I watched the World Cup today, England versus the USA, and I need a lot of reasons to be thankful.
I
It was not good.
I think you need a beer, man.
I
There you
do.
go. A Marzen brew.
That's right, a Star
Wow.
Hopper.
Just don't try and get a Budweiser at a stadium in the World Cup because you ain't getting it.
Oh no, that's why you pregame it. 100%.
You can't. They banned it in the whole country.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
What?
a Arabic country, so it's all banned.
Oh yeah. No, okay. That's rough. But
Anyway.
so let's see. We've hit on cooking in aerospace. I don't know if we want to dive on that a little more. Um, Chromium. Am I saying that right? Chromium. Chromium.
Chromium.
Chromium.
Chromium.
Chromium.
What is
There
chromium?
we go. It's a type of chicken.
It's what?
No,
No, it's
it's
not.
not a type of
That's a
chicken. It's
material.
not a type. It's a material. It's a
It's
metal,
metal, right?
and apparently it's in game now. Now
Yes.
I've not found it,
Okay.
but apparently it's made from scavenging
Yeah.
or
It's
found
currently
in
only
scavenging.
find it in scavenging, but
Okay.
it
Nice.
should be coming to some high level smelting tasks.
Oh, nice. Like an offset
Yeah.
item you get maybe here and there.
I suppose a bit like the uranium for the thorium task.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like, what are we gonna do with this chromium? Anybody know, or not know,
I have
or
no idea.
speculate?
I'm lost. Yeah.
So,
Well, I can talk a little bit about it, but I don't know much. But
Okay.
go on then.
Yeah.
there's a new building, the Vulcan Metal Works, which has been shared,
That's right.
and I would guess it's used in there, or maybe the game data suggests it's used in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Have
building isn't in
any
the game yet, but the data is there. So
have any of you been to the chem lab recently? No.
Not
Not
a
in the last
little
week.
bit. No.
Have a look
got?
at the bottom task in the chem lab.
Somebody share it.
Uses
Anyone
You
have a
want me to
good?
share it?
You have a good connection,
What?
Felix. Can you share it?
What? Hold on.
Let's see if I can get it on the screen here.
Share. This is where it all goes horribly wrong.
No, not at all. Hopefully not.
Right.
Okay, let's see.
Got it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Bottom task in parts. Craft refractory concrete tiles. And it uses chromium.
Chromium, concrete refractory concrete tiles.
Okay.
Craft factory.
So it's going to be the major component in for you to be able to get, I imagine, the aerospace buildings. Because you're not going to make anything without concrete.
Right.
And it's probably going to be this.
Oh,
Now,
is it?
whether it's a space concrete
Yeah.
or something,
This is like probably like heat resistant concrete, right?
I'd imagine.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It says it.
That's cool. Well,
Fabrication is a specialized form of concrete that can be used for extremely high temperature applications, such as the
Dang.
basis of launch pads. I
just-
reckon it might
yeah.
be used in the launch pad. Don't know why I think that.
It says it right there. That's awesome. Well,
But
good
you're going to
deal.
need the recipe again.
Good
But yeah.
deal.
But low craft, only level 30, so that's not bad.
That's not bad. Chemistry 30. I can do that right now. If I had
Off you
chromium.
go.
Yeah.
Chromium.
it
Chromium.
also uses the new schematic type.
Yeah,
So-
they do that as well.
Oh,
You
that's
probably need to get that a few times.
right. Yep.
You reckon? You don't think it's going to be a one-charge wonder like all the others?
No, the schematics, this has been shared already. The schematics are like limited time use, so you can
Oh,
craft
really?
like 50 of them, and then you need a new schematic.
Oh,
This has
okay.
been shared in Discord.
God damn it.
Nice.
Moorcocks, you can go off people real quick. I wanted just a recipe. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. That's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So that's in there already.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw, and this is the launchpad button which Moorcox referenced earlier.
Okay.
And this is where I saw the group missions.
Right.
Certainly. And then
Yeah, the resource layers.
And then in this document,
Yep.
which is
Whoa. Okay.
I'm going to say having a moment. But this is where it references, here we go, new locations. So you ended up with Waterloo City down here
Mm-hmm.
for regular shop stuff. Phobos Station. So, and then the Gateway Station. That was the other one for the really high end stuff.
Cool.
So that 3 or 4, and Dustworks Landing as well. So lots of different locations.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and this bit also references all of the various aerospace stuff. But I'm sure I've talked about this
That's
many
awesome.
times.
You know, is it Moorcox who's doing the wiki stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going? I've heard you. I've heard.
I'm
you're
not alone.
updating it.
I'm a part of a team, but yeah, I'm doing some stuff.
Okay. That's cool.
The basis is done, but there's still so much work to do, and I sadly don't have too much time to spend on it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if anyone on Discord or anyone here wants to contribute, there's a Discord channel. You just have to contact Jumpgate or me or Match or probably any founder can link you to the right place, and then you get invited to the Discord channel, the wiki discussion channel, and then
Mm-hmm.
you can pick a pick what you want to do and contribute like that. But it's an
Nice.
open wiki anyway. Anybody can contribute.
Makes
But if
sense.
you want to do it a bit more coordinated, just join the Discord channel.
Do you want to drop the wiki in the chat so people can like at least look at it for information, take a peek or
Sure.
whatever, if anyone's interested in that? I know that, yeah. I haven't checked it out in a while. I know I've checked out the player guide quite a bit when I was upgrading myself.
Yeah, because the players guys still got some useful information. I'm sure it's just being moved
Mhm.
across as we speak. Because it would be nice to have one central place, and I know that the wiki's aimed to be that. So it'd be great when
Oh,
it's
that'd be great.
when we look at that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now let's see here. What else we have on the dock? We have tools. You didn't really say what about tools.
Well, so in the latest announcement as well,
Mm-hmm.
it mentioned that there's a change coming to tools. Now, let me see if I can find it.
Okay,
Because
that's fair.
in it, well, I think it's quite a big change in reality because anything changing tools ends up with a big impact to pretty much everything.
Okay,
Because tools are just used everywhere. Let me see if I can find it
that's true.
exactly. So,
Yeah. Hey, Moorcox,
uh,
what do you I don't know exactly, and I think other people would be kind of curious too. Like, what do you do for the Mars team? How's it going over there? Do you like the people you work with? Give us a little feedback. Who is Moorcox? Let us know.
I'm actually not part of the team. I'm just moderator.
Okay.
I don't know why I was chosen. Probably because I have no live and I'm on Discord all the time. Uh, and also I'm from Germany, so I have another time zone like all the other guys. So that's
Mm,
probably also helpful.
that helps.
But Match and Ari also, they aren't really on the team. They just mods help out
Mm-hmm.
with the chat channels, and if someone acts up, they can time out and stuff. But that really, really rarely happens. I timed out like one person in 2 months or something because the community is really,
Uh-huh.
really chill on the Discord.
I think I knew who it was.
I don't know.
Was it Mikey?
Um,
Was it
You're
Mikey?
Me?
pleading the
That was
fifth.
Huh?
like
You
4
remember?
months ago. That was a while.
Oh, okay, okay.
That was a while ago. I think that was Kyle who got me. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Were you
Gotcha.
getting aggressive, Mikey? It's not like you.
No, I was just
Right?
having fun, but you couldn't hear my tone, because it's
I
all type.
gotcha. Yeah, that is
Uh,
tough too sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah. So it's good doing good. You're moderating and helping with the wiki page. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm in contact with Grilled Cheese Sandies and Jumpgate most of the time, and a bit with Mitch also, but not too much. And it's great. They're all great guys. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, the wiki stuff. Well, computer science guy, so naturally I can do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I have access to the game data. Everyone has access to game data, but I can work with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, you can read the matrix. It's good.
such,
I look at it and
such
I'm like, no, I'm good. Pass. Pass.
it's such a big advantage to be able to manipulate that data, and I
Mhm.
understand the sentiment that it's available for everyone, but so's Japanese. It doesn't mean I understand it. So
Yep.
it is a law into its own self, and
Uh-huh.
kudos
Yeah,
to people who are able to make it digestible for us.
yeah, we're working on that.
Did you see what
Yeah,
Grilled Cheese
that's
just
great.
said?
Nah.
He says, I always say Moorcox knows more about the game than I do. So
Oh yeah,
so that's
I doubt
saying something. He knows a lot too. So that's cool. Good compliment.
yeah,
Did
it
you find
is.
that information, Felix?
So yes, so there's an update coming,
Uh-huh.
which, and I think this is really important, allows the crafting of all tiers of tool. So this was the first major thing, because certainly when you look at scavenging, for example, the
Mhm.
amount of people who are stuck with trying to get hold of scavenging tools to be able to level it up is quite a number. And certainly the artisans proving a massive roadblock, but to get the crafting recipes in the game, I think is really, really important. We're also going to see the packs come in for tools.
That's right.
Um, so and the obsidian packs, so the higher level tool packs. So again, good to enable people to do those higher levels, but um, coupled with this next bit. So the next paragraph talks about the overhaul of the tiering. So at the moment, if you bought a novice tool and used it, that's probably, not always, but probably the most efficient way to get your tool charges to use in a task.
Okay.
Now, to me, that never made sense. Surely, the higher up you go, the more efficient they are. Yes, they're more expensive. Yes, you get more charges, but you should be rewarded for making a higher level tool and not just for leveling up a skill. So I believe that's what they're looking at there, to change that, to try and balance it out, that actually there is a progression and a worthwhile progression for going up tools.
Okay.
Because I bet most people aren't making apprentice or journeyman tools to use them. They'll just spam novice because that's the most cost effective to do. So it'll be interesting to see. There is a change in the time. So they're going to be quicker to make.
That'd be
Which I
nice.
think is also good, because that's one of the big constraints for people making tools, is
Mhm.
because it just takes forever to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You guys make tools?
I've been making tools. I haven't made too much yet lately. I mean, I kind of stocked up for a while, so
Mhm.
I did for a good portion to really up my fabrication skill, and now I just kind of do it every often.
I
Good deal.
stopped when Metis skyrocketed. Then
That's true.
when my supply ran out, I just bought them because.
Mhm.
But lately, I've been running some Corporatus secret missions, or Corporatus to get the secret mission to get some Metis back, and then I started up these tools already.
How many
Very
rovers
nice.
have you got left?
Well, they break very often on these missions, but I just repair them from time to time. So
Good deal.
From time to time, like every 30 seconds.
yeah.
A couple a day.
Oh man, I've been doing the same. I've been trying to get some tools together,
Mhm.
and I break. I mean, I run 5 and I end up with 1 left. It's just horrendous. Um, I I kind of wish that it wasn't a secret mission, that you could just do it like normal coproutes or farces or whatever. But no, that first mission is just a killer.
No risk it, no biscuit.
Mm.
Yeah.
No
it.
biscuit, no rover. I've got nothing.
Hey, we gotta keep those repair shops open, like
I tell
yeah.
you what, it's driving the market at the moment.
Yeah,
You can
wheels,
certainly see the demand for
Y-
wheels. Yeah.
yeah. No, that's great. That's great.
But
Um,
yeah, but no, I think, just going back to the tool piece, I think it is going to be a big change. I think
mhm.
people are going to feel the impact of it. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see. I don't know whether the answer will be novice goes up in price and it all shifts around, or what it will be, but
Right.
yeah, it will shift. So yeah, with change, there's always opportunity.
Yeah, at least they'll come out quicker. So that who knows what that will.
Yeah, that'll probably
And then what
increase the
other
supply
changes go with
just
it.
on that alone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it's a great change because, as you said, these tools, these higher level tools, they are currently just not used. Only if you needed to level up to the next skill tier, 25, 50, 75, whatever.
Yeah.
But they are in game, and they just you never use them, and it just makes sense to upgrade your tools and get a better tool. And so, great system to explore.
Makes sense.
I think.
Also, a small thing you said, novices most of the time is better. There's actually a tool on the DigiPetro site you can use to check that. He has a tool thing on the side where you can see how much one tool is for. I think he has novice, apprentice, and
Journeyman.
journeyman.
Yeah.
That's a good
He's
tip.
also split it by 2 different charts, one for making, one for buying,
Mhm.
which is really useful.
Oh, that's great. That's absolutely great. I didn't even know that, so I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll have to check that out. Definitely.
So, out of all these changes, what are you guys most excited about? And let's start with Moorcock.
Out of all these changes we talked about yet,
Yeah, or even just stuff that's on the
I'm not a
notes. Yep.
I'm also not a real life science guy. I mean, I have 75 or something, but I'm not planning on taking it much further.
Mhm.
But I'm the most excited about these chickens because I saw what Mitch has done with the composter and the seed sowing and how it interacts with each other. So I'm really pumped for this livestock thing and how they work with other stuff, and we get food on Mars now, like meat food, not only soy or other stuff. I'm really excited what's coming there. So this
Absolutely.
is
Nice. So wait, if you're
really
not a
good.
life science guy, what are you? Or what do you do?
I'm
What are
doing
What
you?
are you? What are you even doing?
I'm doing. So my first thing,
hmm
which I'll take over 100, will be chemistry, and I'll probably look at mining as a second thing, but I'm not
Nice.
sure for my second.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Cryptos, Mikey?
Let's see. I'm up in fabrication and life science, so that's what I'm focusing on. I don't know.
Mhm.
Everything's kind of like in a very similar zone, so I can kind of focus on whatever I want right now. I just got to go in that direction. Electrical and life science, though, are what I have, a lot of XP stocked up in. I'm excited to see out of everything and even more to come what we talked about, just everything clicking together, things making sense. You've got the seed sowing happening now in just a particular place. You can't go do all these things to create seeds anymore. Everything is really becoming more specific, getting its own role, getting assigned to different areas that just make more sense and make you choose where you want to go. And I think that's what the team has been wanting for a long time. It's not going to happen overnight. I do see this awesome little path being constructed where
Mhm.
things are going to start making even more sense, and awesome things to come are going to bring in more people, and then doing things like the ambassador program, getting more awareness around the game, because we all have different thoughts about this game, where we want to go. There's so many different avenues, and you just never know who you're going to appeal to just by talking about the game. So, whether you like the game or not, or you're just getting into it, it's cool to talk about it. I think that's a nice way for people to get into doing videos, whether they've done them in the past or not. Or, some people
Mhm.
really want to start their own YouTube channel. So it's a cool way for people to get into that. So lots of great things firing on all cylinders. So we can go talk about so many things with this game, which I love, and I love it. I'm super passionate about it, so ready to see where it goes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Felix,
Aerospace.
aerospace.
Can
I
I
knew
just
it.
be monotonous and really
I
boring?
knew it.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's it'll be my thing. I just
What
can't wait
about
for
it?
it.
The traveling, the different locations,
So we've
the
seen what Mitch has
buildings.
done. Yeah, we've seen what Mitch has done with the chickens. Okay, we've
Yep.
seen
Yep.
what Mitch has done with the composter. They're all evolutions um, from Mitch and how he wants to do stuff. What we've not seen is Eric's evolutions, and I think that will be a twist on it. They both have different personalities, different ideas on different ways they want to do things.
hmm
Um, I just feel that my desire for what I want from this game is probably more suited to the aerospace type stuff. I like big clunky things which cost me a fortune. I'm a lunatic, but um, but yeah, I like that whole concept. I like
hmm
the novelty around it. I like the spacefaring part of it. I like the fact of wielding big asteroid. Just the whole setback of it, or the what do they call it? Backdrop of it. Just appeals. Just massively appeals. The uranium mine, I think I'd like, and then probably will hate because anything contested, I'm really bad at. So yeah, but I'm sure it will be good and it will be good fun. But aerospace is for me
Okay.
absolutely what I'm after.
Okay. I think for me, it would have to be it'd have to be the chickens. Like before today, I would have probably said the seed sowing and the composter. And I know, like, initially there was some edges that had to be smoothed out, but they're starting to feel better now. And I had my first batch of seeds come in, and it was a successful harvest.
How
And
did you
yeah,
do?
so I
How many
planted, I
seeds?
think, like 560, and then I got like, no, planted 560, got 632 back, and then I bought even more seeds and started some even more tasks. And I've actually halted coffee production, which is weird for me, but I'm just focusing on seeds right now. Like I'm hyper focused on the seeds, the composter, and and yeah, and just kind of getting that off the ground. So the chicken part is going to be thrown in there too, and I'll probably be the life science cooking
So here's
guy. I might have to retire from chemistry. I don't know. Did you see
Uh-oh.
that little note about the
I saw
Well,
that. Yeah.
coffee is
coffee?
changing to cooking, so
Yeah, I think that's what
oh,
I
Drink.
read
Yeah.
too. So I was kind of,
yeah.
so
it was
Drinks and
bittersweet.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
so I've had a couple of messages from people since that came out,
I bet.
and largely driven by what is the price of this coffee stuff
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah,
what is the
did you
price of this iron ore.
did you
And
check the
it's
coffee price today? That was
What is
insane.
it?
coffee seed was like 120 a seed.
The
I should have been
the
hoarding my coffee.
the
Really?
green coffee beans have gone up like up to 4 or something,
Yeah,
like 10x.
huge.
Okay.
And
Wow.
people are pinging me saying, "What the hell is going on?" And I'm kind of like, I think it's to do with this announcement of coffee changing. I can't
Oh,
think of anything else,
because they're panic
but
buying basically, or what?
mm, hmm,
Coffee's the same
panic.
price. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
coffee itself same price, but
okay.
check out the coffee cherries and the green beans.
Okay, I will. I will check out these cherries here.
Give us the latest.
Oh, so it's gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up like 30%.
It was up more than that.
Well, from 24 hours. Because it's 0.6 24 hours ago. It's 0.9 right now. That's roughly 30%, I think.
Yeah, I think
Um,
if you look over time, if you look at the chart on DigiPedro, it'll probably
yeah.
give you a better feel.
This also makes sense
Um,
too because with the seed changes and
I'm not
we're
sure
waiting for
60%
harvest.
makes sense.
Whoa, your volume got loud.
But I don't think it's panic buying. I think
Is it?
that's not the case. I think it's pre-positioning.
Okay.
Somebody wants to have a whole load ready for that announcement, thinking that there's going to be an impact. Now, they
Yeah.
may be right, they may be wrong. Who knows? If it's match, it wouldn't surprise me. It's
Yeah.
always match. But yeah, that's what I think. And the same for iron ore. There was something with that rocketed, and coffee seeds have gone up quite a lot as well. So there's a lot of people buying into the market, stockpiling on some stuff, ready
1.5.
for.
I
Green
think it
coffee
has
beans are down.
to do with the seed sowing, and coffee needs 80 seeds, which is a lot.
Mhm.
And it also takes 3.5 days, I think, at max. So a lot of seeds have just are now staked or are locked away for a few days.
Yeah.
And like Match has tested the liquidity, and he has gone up to, I think, 120 or something on a coffee seed until he get one.
Hmm.
So 120 for one seed. This is
Yeah,
I heard
nobody
about
would
that.
buy it there, but there's just no liquidity at the
Right,
moment.
right. That makes sense.
So sow your seeds at 120 a pot.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's back down to 12.5. But yeah, I did hear about that. I think maybe from Felix. I'm like, wow, really? Like I was buying some at like 10 or so the other
Yeah.
day. So it wasn't me. That's all I can say. So I didn't
Do a
help.
little
I know.
testing over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I bought plenty of them though. That's for sure.
But I mean, it's a valid strat. There's so much
Yeah.
change coming. And one of the things which the team have always been very, very clear about, if it's an out of loved item,
Hmm.
it's probably going to get some love at some point. The only thing you have to worry about is how long you're going to have to hold it for.
That's right.
Now, so the question is how out of love is it? Is it going to get some attention?
Hmm.
That's the decision. And if you've got some dust to stick away and buy and hold it for a while, you will make money.
Yeah.
But it's just a case of how long will you stick it away for?
You know, this might be a little controversial. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Controversial.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah. I like the seed sowing. And I
Yeah.
know it was a little rough in the beginning, but I like it because it's focused and it's specialized. Like when I was doing the library thing, the reason I didn't do the seeds from the library task, even though it was technically profitable, was because I could just get a bunch of carrots. When I didn't want carrot seeds, I wanted coffee seeds. Now I can specifically sow coffee seeds and specifically reap coffee seeds, and vice versa. If you're going into food and cooking, you know, you might want to go more into carrots and you don't care crap about coffee seeds. So you can focus wherever you want now. It's more specialized. It does take a bit to get it up and running, but like I don't know if you have like a common or an uncommon, it doesn't take as many, you don't have as many tasks to fill. And yeah, I don't know. I like it. I know it's a hard change, but I think it's gonna start to feel good over time, and it's gonna
Yep.
be a much needed, much better change because it is more focused and it's just different. It needed something. It was getting kind of it was weird to get seeds from a library. I thought, at least when I first joined the game, I'm like, why are there seeds in the library? What's in these
Funny.
books? You know?
Very moldy books.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's
Yeah, but it's cool.
Well, well, even like whatever you're passionate about in the game,
Mhm.
whatever you're doing, the game is so vast still. Like something could pop off down the road. So I like
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing. If you're into a loop, don't just give up on it. That's something that I've always talked about too. Like keep your
Mhm.
main things going, and even if they look, kind of cruddy, revisit that or keep something going because you never know what's going to happen down the road, what's going to be called for, what's going to be useful, what
Yeah.
could be blended.
100%.
Just follow your heart.
I mean, it's a really good point. So I'm still doing split water and doing lots of it.
Mhm.
And it's because I'm a chemistry guy. My top skill will be chemistry. And I do want to go into aerospace, and I will need rocket fuel, and I will need oxygen.
Mhm.
And I'll probably need hydrogen for the methane as well. So it's something I know I'm going to need. Now, it's not a profitable task at the moment. It may have changed, but when I last looked, it wasn't. Largely, I don't care because it's one of those things which I will stockpile for ages. I'm just doing it because it's part of my routine and I enjoy doing it. And at some point, it's going to be really useful for me. But yeah, not now.
That makes sense. No, I dig
Uh,
it. I dig it. And
TPS just
yeah.
made a good point.
Mhm.
The next Exodus badge raffle is ending in 2 minutes, and you get a founder
Oh,
token, and this founder token is included in the egg snapshot. So if you win it now, you still get an egg.
yeah, I'm not in it. I've got no access badges.
Oh,
Well, you
it's
can
the blend
you can also
option.
burn some Gen 1 buildings or something.
Yeah, I've not got any of them either.
Yeah.
Well, there's a marketplace.
Yep. I think there's probably quite a few people who did. It'd be interesting to see how many access badges have been burned since this has started. It should
Not
be on
enough.
chain, right? I think it would be on chain.
It is on
Yeah,
chain,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, not
So
enough. I wanted them all to go,
maybe I'll
but
dig it up
that's
before
me.
next week. That'd be kind of cool to
So
see.
two more tournaments to go.
more, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Now
I'll
what's up?
I'll be curious to see what the
Yeah.
founders badge, founders token price will be next week. I'm
Absolutely.
curious to see how many people offload because yeah, I'd pick a few up.
Right.
I'm still after two more.
I don't
Some glitter.
would you
Yeah.
offload
Definitely.
it though? You got glitter coming still.
Well, it's- I bet people do.
Yeah.
Absolutely bet
I can see
people do.
that.
I'm not going
Especially
to.
the impatient ones, people who
Yeah.
can't wait, they'll get rid of it.
I
Well,
mean,
maybe it's finally time for you, Santi, to join us in founders.
Right? Hey,
yeah.
yeah.
You
That's
see,
right.
there's a moral to this story. You'd have your very own chicken
Mhm.
if you pulled your finger out.
I'll get one. Someone's gonna sell their founder chicken, and I'll be right there to scoop it up.
How
So,
much you paying?
we'll talk off air. No, I'm just kidding. We'll figure it out.
You see, I've got no idea how much to value these things at
No,
because
right?
it's just such an unknown entity.
Man, I want to say priceless. The first ones. I mean, I wouldn't give mine away if it was just from my perspective because I'm life science and eventually cooking here. It's my chicken. You know what I mean?
It's your
So
chicken, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, if you have a chicken,
What would you name your chicken?
what would I name my chicken?
Yeah,
That's a good question. I don't know. Probably Susie Lou or something.
I bet you call it Cronium.
No, the opposite.
I'm
The opposite.
just gonna have a look. Just gonna have a look at it, see if there are any on the market.
You're gonna look.
I'm just having a look.
Well,
What are
have
they
you
called?
got them already?
I don't know. Have we got them?
Did you guys get your chickens?
I haven't looked.
The
Your
snapshot
eggs?
was taken, but I don't think
Yeah.
they've.
I haven't gotten it in day. No.
So they're not out yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, they're coming. Well, I'd be curious to see what colors you guys get, if that's a thing. We do have one of these to give away. You want to do a duck race there, Felix?
Yeah, hell
All right,
yeah.
pull
Give
it
us a
up.
duck race.
You just I don't know if you remember how to find it, but just Google like duck
Oh,
race.
you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is
Felix,
rigged.
I
come
don't
on,
wanna-
you're promoted. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I mean, I got I only got 2 monitors, Felix. I can't, just you know, pull up these random
Okay.
windows, take the whole stream down. You know.
Right, hang on. Are we getting people to do something in chat?
Yeah. We'll just people who are here. I think that's the thing. Like, being here just means so much. Like, it's cool to have people like in chat participating. There's definitely a lot of comments. That's cool, and we want to reward their time for being here.
So this is where everyone says it. Right.
You
You
know?
said to blow it up to full screen first.
Yeah, do that first, then put the names. Remember?
Right, how do I blow it up to full screen?
It's right underneath the race, the window. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Now names.
I'm going to be Rory.
Okay, so for this, I guess, what should they say?
Ooh. Someone found a token with 20 points.
Nice.
That's 2 batches.
That is so
Oh,
awesome.
thank you, Paul. Paul's sub to me.
Okay.
Sponsor the race with your channel. Yay.
Speaking of, there is a link to Felix's channel in the video description. So like after we're done, check him out. I got Cryptos Mikey's link in there as well. So check out their channels for more Mars content, Million on Mars content.
So get a catchphrase, or am I just sticking everybody I can find in there?
Yeah, we're gonna have a catchphrase.
Do chicken run. Chicken
run.
The phrase.
Okay. Exclamation point chicken run, just like I put there. Only say it once, please, so we can count efficiently. No double entries. So if you want to enter, go ahead and do that chicken run thing.
Grilled cheese is going to do it. What is grilled cheese win this? More cooks, you're having.
Can I be in this too? I might have to do this.
Come on. You haven't got a fan.
Yeah, why not?
I would feel bad.
Yeah, no, come on.
Can I win my own prize? This is like rigged Price is Right, you know?
Well, how about if we win, we'll pick somebody to give it like one of the runner-ups or
Okay.
somebody else. One of us can pick it maybe.
All right,
I don't know.
okay, put my name on the
Your
list.
call.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh, why not?
I'm sure somebody is going to laugh at me and say there is a better way of doing this, but
100%. There's a bot that I can put on the channel.
Really?
I think it's called a night bot or something. It'll grab these like automatically.
How many times you doing this, Moorcox?
Me? What?
Only one entry.
He's gone chicken dinner and he's gone.
Oh yeah.
No, that was a more choke.
Oh right.
Okay, so you're at.
I
can read them to you.
Oh my god. Neoloopy's going to win it.
You think so?
Yeah, guaranteed.
Definitely hear a lot. Actually, a lot of people hear a lot. I see Neoloopy, Kiba a lot. Paul.
Oh,
Paul's always in the house. Thinker's here.
Oh no, where's it gone?
We'll have to get Thinker on the panel.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right,
He's been out for a few weeks.
It all vanished.
What'd you do?
Oh no.
I don't
Again?
know.
You know, put it in a notepad first and then paste it in there. Yeah. Sorry guys. Don't worry. Don't comment again. Just hang on.
I've taken the snapshot now, so if anybody else does it, they're going to miss it.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see. I think we actually got every person who's watching to do it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Did someone listen to the chapter 3 read today?
I didn't. I had already read it.
Did you?
I watched the rest of Grilled Cheese's stream. It was very good. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I would recommend hearing or reading it. And on that note, Carrie recently posted the first 3 chapters for free on the Million on Mars blog. So if anyone hasn't gone reading them yet, you can check them out for free on. Well, I'll get the link real quick.
Yeah, where do you find these? I know Grilled Cheese read it today.
Well, he read it from the in-game chapter, but there's a Million on Mars blog. Oh, and it seems like she has also uploaded chapter 4 and chapter 5.
Really?
Which are both really good. And if you heard chapter 3 today, the action started, and then there was like a cliffhanger, but 4 and 5 are really, really good. So.
Yeah, they are awesome. Right, I'm even going to have a go at this.
Yeah, I'll check that out. If you put a link to
23 of us.
Here's the link to the official Millionaire Mars blog. There's also great news all the time from Eric and other guys on
you
Have I
did.
missed
the
anyone?
gameplay and other stuff.
How many people you got? You got 23 on the list.
Yeah.
So you pretty much have everybody.
I don't know. Oh, we only got 17 people going. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, maybe. Right, ready?
Because we're on here too.
2 minutes.
Yep, 2 minutes. Duck race. May the duck with my name on it win. And
How do I go?
you hit
Right,
start. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
All right, let's see here.
Don't kill the sound. So
Okay.
I'm right at the top.
Lazy Tug has an
Alright.
early lead.
Starting off strong.
Who am I betting on? I'm betting on RC. If RC is the red duck, I'm betting on RC.
What have I got? Felix. Have I done some? Oh, that's
Where are you,
Felix.
Felix? You're way up top.
I'm right at the top. Felix Fu has been profanity filtered out.
Ah, nice. I don't think it's
I
meant to
was
be like
wondering what's.
FU. I think his name is actually Fu or something. I don't know
I
for
know
sure.
that.
Maybe
You know that.
I'm assuming that. I mean, maybe it is the other way, but yeah. Either way, it's a good name.
It's a good name.
Yeah, it's a good name. Yeah,
No, I've peaked too early. I'm going too strong, too soon.
you are. Where am
You're
I?
resting. You're resting.
I don't see my
Wait,
duck.
Oh, Sandy's coming up quick.
No, you see, we all peaked. So
Oh
Magic
man.
Killers sounds a good chance.
Ooh, that
Or Lazy Tug's
I
going
think-
to zap it.
Morecock's got a
RC
mohawk.
might win.
You see
Yeah.
that mohawk duck?
He's a Loch Ness monster. That's what he is.
That eye is really high on the head too. You see it? It's huge.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's the one-eyed duck.
Yeah. I think he's using some performance enhancement drugs.
Too much enhancement.
Oh, well, I'm in there twice.
Are you?
Oh man, I'm gonna start over.
Well, it depends. Am I winning?
Redo.
Well, I'm picking the one with the reds with the mohawk.
Okay.
So
That's
the other
fair.
one wins.
Well, I think we're starting to see who's gonna win here.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well,
It's
I guess
shifting.
it didn't really
Whoa.
matter.
The suspense.
Oh, Sam H has got it.
Sam H is coming out of
No
nowhere.
way. No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's got it.
Oh, look at that.
Check it out.
Knowledge is
Nice.
power.
Congrats.
Congrats, Sam H.
Student duck.
Congratulations.
What does Sam H got to do to get this thing? Is it sent to me? Is that what you said earlier?
I think it was going to be sent to you. So, yeah,
Okay.
we need a
Sam.
wax address or message or something.
Yeah, Sam, if you can drop me your wax address, you can try to put it here if you want it like in front of everybody, or you can message me in Discord. I don't know if you're in my Discord, but you're probably in Mom's Discord or Million of Mars Discord. You can just go ahead and message me, and we'll get that sorted out. So, grats, Sam.
Yeah.
Wait, is this
Welcome.
the same person that won the composter today and some other thing last week?
Really?
Really?
Hey,
That's crazy.
it
If it
pays
is, I
to
don't know, but
participate.
that would be crazy.
it
Wow.
pays to participate for sure. For
There you go.
sure.
Wow.
I won a Martisan off of a Twitter giveaway, like what, a few months ago. When they
Really?
first came out. Yeah, like a long time ago was the Twitter Martisan giveaway. I think there was 3 winners or so. I don't remember quite exactly, but that was awesome. Like they say there's no free lunch in crypto, but not in crypto, but in general. But yeah, there is. There is. Sometimes you do get a
Yeah.
free lunch here.
Wow.
So
Oh yeah,
it's
it is.
pretty cool.
It is
Can
Samantha
be.
Huck in Discord. She really won twice today.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, it's Samantha.
Oh, perfect.
Ah,
Perfect.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Well, at least it's going to an active member of the playing community.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
I'm all over
absolutely.
that. That's great.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. Anything anyone want to say? Or are we good?
I'm still trying to understand how she's won a chicken egg from a duck, but there we go.
The chicken comes first. Well, it works.
Fascinating
Yeah.
times.
All right.
Oh, I've lost my camera.
That's all right. All right. Well, take care, everybody. I appreciate you guys also joining us today. Crypto's Mikey.
Yeah, thank you
and,
for coming.
Morecox.
Good to
Right
see
on.
you all
For having
again.
me.
Yeah, it's good seeing you guys.
Thanks, guys. Always great.
Everyone have a good night and be safe. Peace.
Catch you later.
See you.
All right, we should be offline.
Oh, we lost my